How's this for a nice warm reminder on Human Rights Day? People who trump on human rights openly in the Johannesburg City Council with their bile, their hatred, and their racism. South Africa's gone so far backwards, it's headed to the Middle Ages.
We must, working together, ensure that that campaign of the city of Johannesburg of renaming Sandton Drive into Leila Khalid happens in our lifetime. It has to happen because we want the United States of America's embassy to change their letterheads. When they have their letterheads, they must say United States of America, #1, Leila Khalid Drive in Johannesburg, in Gauteng, because we are sending a message. They cannot dominate us and tell us what to do. It must be in their face, it must be in their computers, it must be in their letterheads.
Message received. Message received. Folks, do you see what we're dealing with here? Palestinians did nothing to end apartheid. They played no role whatsoever. They contributed zero. The United States, like it or not, played a significant role in the end of apartheid. Number one, by destroying the Soviet Union and bringing an end to the Cold War, which led to the National Party saying, game over, we can't continue this, and a change in direction. Also, Congress overrode President Reagan's veto in the 1980s, and that had an impact on companies divesting from South Africa and putting more pressure on the government of South Africa, and countless other ways that the United States aided in ending apartheid. And our reward from bigots, racist, and overly fed members of the government of South Africa, whether it's the national, provincial, or in this case, municipal level, is this bile and hatred directed at the United States. Message received. Message received. Get ready for return fire. Unbelievable.
We have to do that, and we must get our young people, our students, we must take them, Comrade Dada. We must have tours, Comrade Chris. Take our youth, take our students to that Sandton Drive and explain why we want to rename that street. Because when they change their streets to Solomon Mahlangu, when they change their streets to Nelson Mandela, when they change their streets to Winnie Mandela in other countries, their children could explain why in a foreign land they will name their street after Nelson Mandela. That's what we must do as part of organizational renewal and uniting the people of South Africa.
So a Mampara like this runs her overly large mouth on stage, intentionally insulting America. That's what this is all about. This is not about honoring a terrorist. This is about insulting America. Why do they hate America so much? We've done so much for them. Ingrate, selfish little pricks. That's who people like this are. Now, fortunately, this doesn't represent South Africa. It just represents the radical moron faction of the African National Congress and its affiliated parties. So, what is Palestine giving you? $500 million a year in free money that your government doesn't have to bother to live up to its role in providing services and antiretrovirals and HIV counseling and testing, or in gender-based violence, or in trade. Fine. 500 million gone. Thank you for your input. How about the money that we spend giving you access to our market duty-free every year? $3 billion of duty-free access, giving you advantages over other manufacturers and producers for agricultural goods and for automobiles, parts, and things like that, as well as your minerals. Gone. $3 billion. Pissed it down the drain. I'm so proud of you. You're such a smart, articulate, wonderful, brilliant politician. $20 billion a year in two-way trade, second largest trading partner, but your most important trading partner, because unlike the Chinese, we aren't buying minerals, simply minerals. We're buying finished goods. So you move up the value chain and keep more of the money in South Africa by increasing the value of the item you send to America, whereas minerals are just commodities where prices swing wildly. Sometimes you make money, sometimes you lose money. Brilliant job. Gone. Tell you what, how about we just stop selling antiretrovirals and you get them from India instead? Oh, that $1.5 billion loan that you want from the World Bank and the IMF? Kiss that goodbye. Ingrate bastards. What about the $5.3 billion that we insured got your way at the beginning of COVID? Debt relief? Forget it. Wow. Must be in their face. You're insulting, hateful, nasty bastards who support terrorists. There's no reason to talk to people like this. And I think that Cyril Ramaphosa, or at least those around him, or his handlers, whoever's controlling Cyril Ramaphosa, have finally realized that it's time to stop acting like this. But not the Johannesburg City Council, the Jew-hating, racist members of the Johannesburg City Council continue with their rhetoric. Well, it's going to cost South Africans dearly. Hateful, spiteful, nasty people. Message received. Message received. That's unfortunate, but they keep pushing the United States and they're going to get what they want. It's the bottom line here, folks. Stupid people should wear signs. That way you wouldn't ask them things and you wouldn't put them in office. What say you, South Africa?